Good morning, my dear students. Let us discuss about perspectives of management, class 4. Contents of perspectives of management is management approaches and corporate social responsibility. Here, approaches of the management is very important concept. There will be several type of approaches. Among them, classical theory approach and scientific management approach is very important. Coming to the classical theory approach, the classical theory approach is mainly focusing on a job and job role, and later it is focusing on the management functions. What are the management functions? Planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and controlling. Classical theory is mainly focusing on job and later management functions, focusing on management functions. What are management functions? Planning, organizing, directing, controlling, and staffing also. And later in the early 1900 years, managers began an organized approach to increase the performance by focusing on the efficiency of managing jobs. In 90s, managers began an organized approach to increase the performance by focusing on managing the job efficiently. Later, they are focusing on to the later their focus is concerned to the managing departments and managing organizations. And scientific management is mainly stressed and focused on job efficiency through the development of technical skills. Here scientific management is mainly focusing of the job by adopting the technical skills, while administrative theory is mainly focusing on rules and regulations and structure of the organization. Administrative theory is telling that to develop the employee, we want to follow the rules and regulations and structure of the organization. And scientific management theory is telling that we want to develop the technical skills. And coming to the scientific management, here scientific management was proposed by the F.W. Tyler. F.W. Tyler full name is Frederick Wilson Tyler. He was born in the 1856 and 1915. He was died. He was born in 1856 and he was died in 1915. He is the father of the scientific management. He is mainly focusing on analyzing the jobs, and he proposed some principles in scientific management are reducing the rule of the thumb signs and harmony in the group action and the cooperation between management and workers and maximum output and development of workers through scientific and selection method and time study method, motion study method and standardization techniques, function foremanship and difference piece rate system. These are the principles of scientific management. These are proposed by the F.W. Tyler. Here, reducing the rule of the thumb signs means in many organizations there will be illiterate people in the top management of the organization. So he cannot have the awareness about business environment and management and administration. If there is a literate people, educated person in that very high position, everything will be set right. He will have the good knowledge at administration and these theories and approaches and management knowledge also. That's why we want to reduce the rule of the thumb signs. And coming to the harmony in the group action, there should be a harmony in the group action means to achieve the organizational goals there will be a number of groups. So these group people are working together. There should be the harmony means in one word of mouth, and there should be a cooperation between management and workers. And here management want to cooperate towards the workers and workers to want to cooperate towards the management. When mutual cooperation is exist between management and workers only, we can complete the task in a efficient manner and effective manner, and then only we will get a maximum output, good productivity in the organization. And here development of workers through scientific and selection method. Here scientific method is useful for the development of the employees and workers and labor in the organization. Here time study techniques and motion studies techniques also very useful in the scientific management. And standardization, functional foremanship, differential p-tray systems are adopted in the scientific management. So when we follow these all the scientific management principles, our management will be a very effective management in the marketing environment. Another two theories, administrative theory and behavioral theory. Coming to the administrative theory was proposed by the Max Weber. He was born in the 1864 and died in the 1920. He is a German sociologist. He developed the bureaucracy concept and here Chester Bernard studied the authority and power. Here Mary Parker Follett was born in 1868 and she was died in 1933. She is stressing the importance of people rather than engineering techniques. For development of industries or organizational business, human resource is very important and missionary engineering technique also very important. When there is no engineering technique also, human resource also very important. So here according to Mary Parker Follett view, give the more importance to the human resource and compared to the engineering techniques, and workers participation should be there in each and every decision taken by the management of the organization, and there should be a conflict resolution. If any conflict arises in the working environment, we want to immediately solve that big problem. We should not postpone that problem and we should not kill that problem. We want to solve that conflict then only again good environment will be the taking place in the working environment. And we want to share the organizational goals to the departmental wise as individual wise, then only we can achieve the organizational goal in a good manner and less time period taken place here to achieve the success of organization. Coming to the behavioral theory always says about best way to manage in all the organization. Behavioral theory is a very best and good approach in the approaches of management. It is the best way to manage in the all organization. Here human skills are important, technical skills are important. We want to adopt the human skills and we want to adopt the technical skills in behavioral theory, and it will increase the performance of employees and it will create the best working environments. We want to create a best environment in the working condition, then only all employees of the organization will work in a effective and efficient manner. It is very good for productivity of work. And here hierarchy of need theory is very important. Hierarchy of need theory is Maslow's theory. Previous class we have discussed about Maslow's hierarchy model theory, that is also called as hierarchy of need theory. And here theory X and theory Y is very important. Theory X is always says that employee is a slave to the organization. Treat employee as a slave, and employee always try to escape the work and try to absconding from the work, try to boycott and raises the conflict in the work. He will create disturbances in the work. All negativity of employees described in the theory X, but compared to X, the Y theory is described the employee in very good manner. Here theory Y is saying that employee give the respect to the employee. There should be a job security. We want to provide a job security towards the employee. We want to provide a welfare facilities, that is statutory benefits and non-statutory benefits towards the employee. Treat employee as a resource of the organization. Employees are human resource of the organization. Human resource is very important factor of the organization. Without human resource effort in any organization cannot be sustained in the marketing environment or business environment. So treat employee in a good manner. Employee is a asset of the organization, theory wise says. And behavioral theory will be study the people at working environment. management science and intra perspectives means management science tells about the problem solving methods and decision making methods and quantitative methods and technical skills. Here we want to adopt the technical skills to develop our work environment and to develop our job role and to develop the employees also. Quantitative methods are also very important. We want to take a decision making in a good manner. That means we want to follow the democratic method and participative method. We should not follow the autocratical method in decision making process, and we should have the problem solving method also in the management approach. Coming to integrative perspective means here system theory is important, socio technical theory and contingency theory also very important. Corporate social responsibility. Corporate social responsibility is very important concept in the management process and perspectives of management subject. It means according to the Kevin Devins, social responsibility refers to the businessman decision and action taken for a reason at least partially beyond the firm's direct economic or technical interest. According to Kenwith R.S. Andrews, by social responsibility we means the intelligent and objective concern for the welfare of the society. Here, to establish an industry in the marketing environment or business environment or society, we should have the public support. So public is giving the good support towards the industries. By the help of the public only we are getting the land and we are establishing the company and we are running the company and we are achieving the success and fruits and very huge amount of money by establishing industry. So now our responsibility is we want to do something better to the society, means we want to perform a corporate social responsibility. This is not at all a condition to do 100%, but if you do, there will be a good relationship among public towards our company. So least partially beyond the firm's direct economic or technical interest. According to Kenneth R.S. Andrews, by social responsibility we mean the intelligent and objective concern for the welfare of the society that restrains individuals and corporate behavior from ultimately destructive, no matter how immediately profitable, leads in the direction of positive contribution to human better. Coming to the social responsibility contends to that management is responsible to the organization. Here management is very responsible towards the organization itself and to all the interest groups with which it interacts, other interest groups such as workers, customers, creditors, suppliers, government and society in general. Here company want to do the corporate social responsibility and here company want to join the interested groups to do the corporate social responsibility. Who are the interested groups in the company means government, workers, customers, creditors, suppliers, society, in all the general placed essential equal with shareholder. Join these all people and do corporate social responsibility and give a special role to these all the people, treat them as a shareholders of a company. And coming to the according to the above definition, managers should be pay attention to the welfare of the workers. We want to pay important attention and focus on employee welfare. Here employee welfare is very important factor. Without employee, any organization cannot be exist in the business world. So and we want to focus on consumer needs and their safety also important. Consumer safety is important, consumer needs are important, employee welfare also very important. Interest and rights of the creditors and government regulations on the obligation toward the society as a whole. What is the corporate social responsibility? See, corporate social responsibility is also called as CSR. CSR having the relations with the different elements in the business environment. It want to observe the ethical principles in the business. We want to promote the good workforce in the business. We want to promote the good CSR workforce in the market, and it should be a diversity. We want to give some charities towards the community for their development. Here employees well-being, health and safety, work environmental efforts. Here we want to mainly focus that employees health is very important factor, and safety work is very important, and job security also very important. These are coming under corporate social responsibility, and we want to protect the environment, and we want to reduce the disadvantages of spoiling the environment. We want to reduce the spoilation of environment. We want to protect the environment. Responsibilities of a business: economical responsibilities, regional legal responsibilities. Economical responsibilities, legal responsibilities, ethical responsibilities, and discretionary responsibility. Economic responsibility means always the company should be a stronger in economic sector, and legal responsibility means always business people want to follow the legal obligations and legal rules and regulations according to the Companies Act 1956 and Indian Constitution. And ethical responsibilities are very important. Business doing is not at all only for money. We want to build up the ethical relation between towards the customers and company. So ethical responsibility is very important factor. There is an example that Japan and India. Japan will be do the basic theme of business is quality. Quality is a basic theme of a Japan. Coming to India is a trust is the basic theme of a business. So Japan people will do the business by behalf of quality. India people will do business by behalf of trust. That's why there is a quality revolution in Japan, Toyota. That's why India is having Reliance and the trust organizations. And discriminatory responsibilities are very important in the business. Need for the corporate social responsibility is self-interest of the organization. It is a self-interest of the organization. If you perform the corporate social responsibility activities, there will be a good support and good image and good reputation in the market. It generates internal benefits and it reduces the risk also in the best interest of the shareholders. It gives a competitive advantage in the business world. Areas of corporate social responsibility is environment, marketing environment, and minority groups, consumers, employees, suppliers, community and society, competitors, and government. Importance of corporate social responsibility is Importance of corporate social responsibility is observe the ethical principles in operating business. We want to observe the ethical principles in the operating business and making the charitable contributions and protecting and enhancing the environment, creating good working environment in the organization, enhancing the quality of life for employees, employing a diverse workforce, investing money and time in community services, helping the underprivileged and weaker section of the society. These are the importance of the corporate social responsibility. Thank you, my dear students. Please subscribe my YouTube channel.